What's going on, everybody? This is the latest version of the rotations map, and I'm going to quickly walk you through some of the pretty drastic changes that we made based on feedback that we've gotten. So I've greatly simplified the arena. And let's say that you're coming in as a new player, there's rotations in progress, and you're not sure what to do. I put this big helpful sign that says, show me the rules. You click this, and you go forward. And I've created these little ledges here so that you're able to hop up and see all the text. And so let's go through this really fast. So first you want to figure out who's all playing. So let's determine it's just going to be me and Duck. So for 2 players, I only open one pad, pad 5. But let's say that we're coming into this midstream, and so I'm going to leave pads 1, 3, and 5 open. And then after you determine how many pads you're going to be unlocking, then you set your time limit to 15 minutes, kill limit 50 kills, then you restart the map. And it is live on reset. And the first thing all the players do is they go to pad 3 and they do the FFA scramble. The first 2 to die in the FFA scramble go to pad 1. Everyone else in the FFA scramble, as soon as you kill somebody, even if the FFA is still going on and other players are still fighting, as soon as you kill somebody, you collect your points and you go up to the next active pad. So if we're using that 135 example, you would go from pad 3 to pad 5. And then your responsible friend will go to pad 5 and lock any unused pads. So the big difference here is we're actually starting with all of them unlocked if you start fresh. And the reason why we did that is because desync issues happened with the usables, which are the portal doors. So portal doors would get desynced from us triggering them on and off. And so we wanted to shut that down. So that issue has been fixed. We identified that last night and it caused a lot of heartache. That issue's totally fixed. And so you don't need to worry about that anymore. But consequently, we need to have somebody who's familiar with the set, likely me, likely Grim, go right away to unlock pad 5, to go to pad 5 and lock any unused pads. So if they start open, that means we need to lock down the ones that aren't being used so that people don't go accidentally into them. Okay, and then after each duel, you heal using the health packs on top of the portal pads, hit the vending machines, get bonus points, and then take the teleporter back to spawn. At pad 2, you get 1 additional point, pad 3, 2 additional points, pad 4, 3 additional points, pad 5, 4 additional points. So you really want to stay on pad 5. If you win on pad 5, stay at pad 5. If you lose at pad 1, stay at pad 1. And a big thing, you do not want to use /kill command. So if you're in a match, in that match to 10, we're used to being in the match to 10 format, where you kill even if after you win because it resets your health. Don't do that here. You can heal using health packs at the end of the pads, and it'll get you to 125. If you accidentally crush a player to death using the teleporter, go to pad 1 and adjust your score -1. Enter. I'll enter right after you. So sometimes when that happens, I'm likely to kill Duck because we enter the portal at the exact same time. And then when that happens, what you want to do is you want to go to pad 5 and you want to adjust your score down -1. And so you'll see here in my score, it's going to go down. I clicked it more than once. There it is. You see me in the top right, it went from 6 to 5, 5 to 4. So if you crush somebody with a teleporter, and we in JK2 know exactly what that means, you can go up here, adjust your score to -5, and then kind of resume the FFA per normal. And then, so we covered kind of the basics. Now I want to show you a use case. So, use case. As soon as you enter the pad, so whether it's 1, 3, or 5, you teleport from pad, enter the arena, you fight your opponent, and then after the win, you jump up on the platform, get your health, get to 125, hit the vending machine to receive your bonus points, and then 5, finally, you want to go to the next active portal. So if I won, for example, at pad 3 against Duck, duel in pad 3, I may lose, we'll see. So let's get a quick duel in. He's got a nice little hit on me. And then let's say that we're in the, again, let's say that there's more than 2 of us. Let's say that we're in the pad 1, 2, 3 in configuration with 6 players. So having gotten that kill, I have 71 health left. I set it up such that you can just walk over this and get 100/25. If you miss the shield for whatever reason, I have to wait. It respawns every 10 seconds. Then I collect my points. And you can see my points change from 5 to 7. So that's 3 points total that I got there. Kill, 2 additional points. And now we're on pad 5. Duck, come pad 5. Now Duck would have gone down to pad 1 because he lost. So I want to see him at duel. So let's say I got to pad 5, Duck went through the rotations, and let's say we both ended up at pad 5 together. So here's what would happen. Gonna get a quick duel in. And depending on what happens, I'll tell you what happens next. Nice hit, Duck. How much health does this man have? I hit him like a million times. There it is. Okay, so got him. So in the case I'm at pad 5, there is no teleporter to go up because it's the highest level. So I collect 4 additional points for being up here. And so I would simply wait for the next person in line to come here. I would not return to spawn. And so with that being said, let's see what happened with Duck. So Duck, since he lost at pad 5, he would go back down to pad 3. And then if I lost at pad 3, what I would do is I would go back down to pad 1. I see that if pad 2 was open and it's the next available one, I would go there. But since 1, 3, and 5 are open, I would go to 1, which is the pit. And the pit's gone through a lot of changes as well. So it's not a good place to be. The floor is actually kind of bad for dueling because it's so dark. And so you want to get out of here as soon as you possibly can, because each duel in here is only worth the 1 kill that you get. There's no bonus points. No additional points rewarded for pad 1 wins. And then, so if I win at pad 1, in pad 1, 3, 5 condition, then I duel at pad 3. And if I win at pad 3, collect my points, get my health to 125. Let's say I overhealed there. I would use the fire. 125 exactly. Solid. Go back up. And now I'm in at pad 5. And then I want to stay up at pad 5 for as long as I can, because that's how you get the most points in this game. And so the score distribution quickly becomes logarithmic as the person on pad 5 keeps winning. I think Scorp was on last night, and he was just racking up like 20 or 30 points ahead of us because he got so good at staying on it ahead of time. If you're done looking at the rules, I would also ask that you just turn this off so that it doesn't busy up and distract people who otherwise might be entering. I put this helpful little bobbing text here, and it says, entering as new player or starting a new game, start here. If you're new, please see the rules first by activating the console to your right as you spawn. Smile. And then you open the console, you have an arrow where to go, and so people know what to do now based on reading the rules. And then once they read the rules, they are free to re-enter at pad 3. If pad 3 isn't open, I've put many times that they can also enter at pad 1. Bottom of that one, for example. Pad 3 is closed, go to pad 1. Okay, cool. So I think that covers all of the basics. And then just some nice little fun to haves that I mixed in. And these are not necessary. If you want to come in here and go AFK while rotations are going on, completely and totally fine. There's a little bit of exploring here, but not very much. So here's a little lounge that I did with my shoutouts and thank yous that I had earlier. There's some music that you can actually hover over and step into and press use, and it'll broadcast the music from your character. I can't play it now or else YouTube is going to copyright yeet me into space. And then we're still kind of deciding what to do with this space. I just made it kind of a large, simple dueling area. Possibly going to make it for climbing, but that really is a nice to have. And if you don't want to wait for the elevators by pressing the button, you can also return to spawn by using these white flares in the corner. And in general, when you see a white flare on the map, it means that you're returning to spawn. And so let's say that you have the responsibility of, let's say you say, hey, I want to lock the unused arenas. That's typically going to fall to me or Grim to start, and I wouldn't worry about that. But in case that we're not there and you still want to do rotations, you can use this and it'll take you right to the admin portal. And so you're going to get a readout that will say, so for example, I know that 1, 3, and 5 are open, so I click 2 and click 4, and then I would return to spawn. And that opens them all up. This is the default way that the map starts, is all of them are opened up unless somebody makes the conscientious effort to go through and close down the ones that are not being used. And here's the point adjuster station in case press use to add a point. This is for accidental /kill, so it's kind of an old habits die hard kind of thing. So if you accidentally do /kill, where you fall off the edge of the arena, and it wasn't during a duel or anything, then you can press this to get that point back. You can press this to avoid doing /kill to subtract a point. You can still do /kill, but we're trying to socialize people into using this because you can also use this negative point adjustment station. Like, let's say, for example, I'm at pad 5 in all of my glory, and let's say I won a duel, and I clicked it once, and let's say I accidentally did something where I clicked it twice. So I clicked it twice, and that gave me 4 more points than I should have. If I did that on any pad, I would need to come back here to the point adjuster station and go 1, 2, 3, 4, or however many points you got in excess of what you should have. And if you're a spectator, you can also spectate from up here. On every pad, I put spectating. I put a spectating spot, so you're welcome to, even if you're not playing. If you're lining up and waiting to play, you can wait up there. If you're just spectating and not mixing in, you can do that as well. And so I'm going to go back, and I'll give you a quick tour of all the arenas. We saw the pit, and 2 is amateur hour. And thank you, Mr. See You Next Tuesday, for making the banners. They look fantastic. And this one's kind of a schoolyard theme. And so it's a giant piece of chalk. Red left. How to play JK2. The theme of this is just kind of like, okay, you made it up from the pit, now you're going to learn the basics. And that's what the point is, so you get 1 additional point. And then you go up to 3. Standard fare. I literally just made it blank. There's like nothing here. I'm going to make it construction and industrial themed, but that's a thing to come later. And then pad 4 is Coach G's Corner. So it's kind of a nice clean silver format. And so if you win there, then you finally will go up to the G-Pass. And then if you win up here, you stay up here. And you want to stay up here for as long as possible because that's how you're going to be racking up the points. But anyway, I think that we've gone over the basics. As we keep getting some good flows and good rotations in, we did last night, but it was a rough start because we didn't have that scramble sorting process in the beginning. And as a quick reminder, what I mean by that specifically is I'm going to go back to Arena 3 where we all start. So let's say the match just started. So we all participate in what's called the FFA Scramble. And so the first 2 to die, let's say we have 10 players. The first 2 to die, as soon as we come through those portals, you go to pad 1. Automatically. It doesn't matter if it's pads 1, 3, 5 open. It doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, or 1, 3, 4, 5. You go to pad 1 if you're the first 2 to die in the FFA. It's how we get people sorted and going up and down to start the rotation. Everyone else descends and ascends per normal active pad order as they kill or are killed. So you don't wait for everybody to get done with the FFA and then get going. As soon as you kill somebody in the FFA, you're going. So let's say I kill Duck, or kill whoever. I'm going up. I'm collecting my health. Let's say I got damaged a little bit, so I'm going to simulate that by using the damage. Okay. Got some damage. So let's say I'm at 49 health after my FFA, but I got a kill. So I come up here, collect my points, and then go up. And if I see that pad 4 is the next open one, so I send up. So I hope that that makes sense to everybody. If there's any questions, lingering concerns, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on Discord. I want to make sure people understand this as clearly as possible. Because when this gets going and I have footage of good rotations happening already, I want us to be in a good flow. And I want everybody to be understanding what's going on. And my goal that I want to get to is you'll be able to enter in to a rotation mid-match as a brand new player, and you'll be able to understand what's going on. So as a new player, I would say, okay, what's this text? I see start here. Entering as a new player, okay, that's me. If new, see the rules first by activating the console to your right. Okay, I look right, I see the rules. I go forward, and then I spend some time going to GU, and then I read through the rules, look at the use case, and then if you're still really not sure what's going on, spectate people and watch what they're doing. It's the best thing you can do. Watch people that are already in the rotation. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us through whatever method you want. So that's it. I hope to see more people in rotations. We had a 12-person rotation going last night, all active pads. It was amazing. I might be uploading footage of that pretty soon because we got into a really good flow. And everybody will agree it is a fantastic format. We have rotations in this new game time going nightly now because there's been such a large demand for it. I've partially built this map because Grim and I kind of saw the potential and saw how quickly people were latching onto this. And so I hope to see everybody there, and I'll see you in the next one.